let me guess, you love hamsters, you own a hamster, you're thinking about owning a hamster. What I want to really just make a video, let's just explore this topic. When it comes to hamsters, I have a Syrian who's sleeping right now. He wouldn't wake up for the video. But with Syrian hamsters especially, it's so obvious to me, they are foragers. Foragers. So in other words, worst thing you can do for a Syrian hamster is put them in a cage. Cages, no. They're gnawing on bars, they're doing the trapeze act, they're trying to escape. Got the aquarium. Now granted, I know that in theory it should be double this size. This is only a 20 gallon and I guess I needed to get a 40. I didn't, but it's funny what a step up this was from the cage he had. So imagine how much I've learned already. But as I started learning more, and actually I'll tell you who taught me the most is another YouTuber. Is her name Victoria Rachel? I'm sure everybody that has a hamster has watched her videos. I mean, man, I owe so much to her. So not that I was about to say, so Victoria, if you're watching, she would never watch me. I'm not anything special. But I learned so much from her, and that's where I learned the concept of let me tell you the story. I live in the Nashville, Tennessee area, and when I first moved here years ago, they have the red panda. And it was funny because obviously they feed the panda every day, the red panda in the same spot every day. It knows where the food was. But as I was watching this red panda, I noticed it like lurking around, like looking for food. And I was thinking, that's funny. Its instincts are to tell it to always be on the lookout for food. Hamsters the same way. And also, in the same way that hamsters are solitary animals and you're not supposed to have them together, apparently red pandas are actually the same way. So going back to this concept though, that even though he's got his food bowl right here and he's got his water right here, he's still naturally gonna want to look for food and store his food. So it's funny when I get the sweet potato snack or whatever it is, I'll hide them under some mulch. You know, over here I've got this little edible log. I put the carrot in there. We've also got a tunnel over here that I'll put in. I'll put it under the mulch. I'll usually just find some real fresh food and hide it for him to find, you know, that night while I'm asleep and he's awake, and for him to find it that way. So because I know his instincts are, I'm supposed to always be looking for food and I'm supposed to be storing it, of course, in his big pile here where he sleeps. So it's interesting to see how that is, but I've noticed since I've been doing that, and every day when I feed him, hide, in addition to his, you know, pellets, wherever, have fresh food to hide in different places. Each day when he wakes up, or each night when he wakes up, it gives him a mission. It gives him a sense of purpose. It's funny because on this channel, you know, obviously I don't just do hamster dad videos, but one of the main themes of 2019 is talking about an existential crisis. For me, by 38, which is what I am now, basically all my life goals I was able to accomplish. And 2019 has been a year of, wait, what else am I supposed to be doing? And I feel like that's what happens to hamsters, that they have this existential crisis if they don't have a purpose of foraging for their food. So I think we make their lives too easy in a sense, even if they have a decent sized home, if we're not hiding food for them to find. And then sometimes I'll just get, you know, a piece of tissue paper and put it in there, and then at night he'll rip it up and make it part of his home. Like just giving him a purpose, because it's not simply about exercise. Yes, they need exercise, and yes, he's got the will to do that. It's not just about that though. It's about giving him purpose. It's so funny that I'm a nearly 40-year-old man talking about the purpose of the hamster. Like there's that book, The Purpose-Driven Life. For hamsters, right? They need to have purpose too. And I feel that if you're gonna have one as a pet, you need to keep that in mind. But what I'm not seeing really is him always trying to escape now like he used to be in the cage. Like I feel like I'm much more in tune with what his needs are, as he's been designed to be this forager. So I think this is an interesting topic. Feel free to jump on top of that, pile on the knowledge right here in the comments section.